Mom births quadruplets, everyone stunned to see babies' faces. A Dallas couple experienced a whirlwind of changes as they welcomed quadruplets into their family, but as stunning as it is to have multiples, there was something else about all four of their babies' faces that would leave everyone jaw-dropped. After all, the odds are 1 in 15 million. When Jenny Marr and her husband Chris found out they were expecting, the Dallas couple had no idea just what they were in for. They were both in shock when they learned their family of two was about to grow much more than they had originally anticipated. However, it was welcomed news after they initially thought something was very wrong. She had this very concerned look on her face, Jenny said, recalling the visit where she found out she wasn't having just one baby. I was like, oh no, there is no heartbeat. And she said, oh no, there is a heartbeat. And I was like, oh my goodness, we're having twins. And she said, no, guys. There are 3 heartbeats. There are 3 babies in here. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was terrifying. Little did Jenny know then, but there were actually 4 babies in her belly, as she'd soon find out after she was sent to Dr. Ryan Reinhart, one of the top maternal fetal medicine doctors in her area. During that initial visit, the doctor's sonographer took one look during the ultrasound and knew there weren't 3 babies in Jenny's belly. However, yet again, the expectant mom would fear something was wrong. I said, oh no. Did we lose one? Is there something wrong with one of them? She said, well, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but there are 4 babies in here. There are. I am absolutely positive there are 4 babies in here. And we just went speechless, Jenny recalled. The news left Jenny with so many questions. I drive a Honda Accord and Chris has a truck. So how is that gonna work? The excited new mom shared. We have to go shopping. We've got to buy a new car, she added, recalling her surprise. Her husband was equally shocked and even joked with the doctor, saying he was not coming back next week because there will be 5. Indeed, things were rapidly changing for the Dallas couple, but having quadruplets wasn't the end of the miracles they were about to experience. In fact, they'd soon learn that there was something even more special about their babies than just being quads. According to Fox News, the 4 boys are identical, meaning they came from an egg that spontaneously split 4 times after fertilization. That means all 4 of their little faces looked exactly alike. The outlet added that only 72 cases of identical quadruplets had been recorded in the entire world and most were girls. Making the story all the more miraculous, there were no fertility drugs involved. In fact, the pregnancy itself was a big surprise, Jenny explained. We didn't do anything for this. It was a 2-bottle of wine kind of night, she laughed. Chris and Jenny Marr are only children, which only left them even more shocked to learn their family of 2 would soon grow to 6. That's the crazy part too. We are both the only child, Jenny said. So we never had any brothers or sisters. I always thought if we had kids we would have 2 because I know being an only child can get kind of boring sometimes, her husband Chris added. Jenny, who was put on a 3,000-calorie diet during the pregnancy, said she was always hungry and laughed about her active and growing boys. They never stop. At nighttime they bump up here and here and here, and they never stop. They never stop moving. It's really uncomfortable sometimes, she said. Chris and Jenny Marr welcomed their rare, identical quadruplet boys on a Sunday when they were born at the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas. Although they knew the babies were identical, it was still shocking for everyone who looked upon their little faces, all looking exactly the same. Following their birth, it was reported that all 4 babies, who were named Hudson, Harrison, Henry, and Hardy, were doing great in the NICU, and Mom was doing great too. Thankfully, years later, it would seem that's still the case as the Marrs have allowed others to follow along on their journey via their Instagram account, aptly called The Marr the Merrier. According to the website Raising Multiples, the odds of having all identical or monozygotic quadruplets is 1 in 15,625,000 pregnancies. So, it is a stunning sight to look upon 4 little faces and see the exact same features staring back at you, times 4. What's more, pregnancy and birth of multiples come with incredible health risks for both mom and babies. So, the fact that all 5 are healthy, happy, and thriving is nothing short of a miracle, and who doesn't love marveling at a wonderful and rare phenomenon?